Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it.
What's up, my beauties? It's your girl Nique, and I'm back with another video, you guys. And today I wanted to do something a little bit, well, it's not really different, honestly. I feel like I done did a few story times, but I don't do story times often. And I told y'all in like one of my vlogs, I don't remember which vlog it was, but it was like a recent vlog, that I would tell y'all what happened when I felt like it was like the worst day of my life, honest to God. Worst night of my life. And I've had a few bad nights, but this one by far was just like the scariest night of my entire life. And I was a little skeptical about telling this story, because skeptical, or whatever how you say it, about telling this story, because I just really didn't want to, like, you know, some stuff you keep private, but some stuff you be like, okay, well, you know, this was a crazy ass story. And I was just like, fuck it, you know, I'm human. It is what it is. Like, I'm young, I try shit. I'm very spontaneous when it comes to a lot of stuff, not buku stuff, but when it comes to like having a good time, like, okay, anyways, so I'm gonna tell y'all the story about how I had like the worst trip on shrooms. Okay, anyway. Oh my god, so I've taken shrooms before. I've never did any type of drugs. I probably smoked, but I don't smoke at all. Like, smoking is just not my thing. Drinking is my thing. How I have fun is, like, I like to drink. I feel like, you know, drinking is cool, drinking is fun, whatever the case may be. I tried shrooms twice before this time. I've tried the actual shroom, and I've tried the candy bar. 2 times before this time, well, 3 times before this time, and I've always had an amazing time on shrooms. Kids, don't do drugs if you're watching this video, but I've always had a very nice high. It's always been a vibe, like I've always been cool, or whatever the case may be. But this particular time, y'all, oh my goodness. So I'm gonna just start from the beginning of the day. So basically, the day was going so good. I woke up, I got my hair did, I got my hair washed, I just randomly decided to get my hair cut. So like, I had a fresh new haircut. This was recently, y'all. This was probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I got my hair cut. I was just having such a good day. Like, it was a beautiful day outside. I had met this new hairstylist who did my natural hair, and her bob was just so amazing. Like, I just had a really good day. I came home, I was chilling. It was a Friday because I didn't have Kaiser, so I was chilling. It was just like a really good day. So oh no, it wasn't a Friday. It wasn't a Friday, but it was just a overall like a great day. And then I decided to go out to eat with my 2 friends. So we went to Lost and Found. We was chilling, or whatever the case may be. Hold on, y'all. I'ma call her to ask her if I can say her name in this video. Hold on. All right, you guys. So, okay, I call her. Anyways, so she told me I could say her name. You know, these bitches just gotta act. So me and Kiana, it was me and Kiana. The first time I kind of had put her on shrooms, it was me, Kiana, and our friend Zion. So I kind of put her on shrooms, or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, oh girl, you know, it be lit. Like, I had a good time on it. It was cool, or whatever. Like, it don't make you feel like, oh yeah, and I did edibles. So I'm like, it don't make you feel like edibles. You know how edibles, like, it's kind of like a long lasting, high. Shrooms, you take them, I feel like they go away within like 4 hours, depending on how much you take. Listen to that. So all the times that I've taken them, like the high lasted like 4 to 5 hours. So anyways, they like, oh yeah, I want to go to Lost and Found. Boom, we go out to eat. And we talking, we like sipping, drinking. It's just regular, casual, like lunch. We chilling, smoking hookah, whatever the case may be. I think we took like 2 or 3 shots. Boom. So our friend Zion, he just turned around and be like, no, me and Kiana was talking about it. It was like, we had took shrooms in Jamaica, and this was like her first time taking them. But I'm like, oh, you know, it was the candy bar. So so it was kind of mellow, but we shared them with a lot of people, so we wasn't able to get the, you know, and it was the bar. I'm like, but I feel like my best shroom experience was on when I took the actual thing, like the actual mushroom. So I'm like, girl, you have to try it with the actual mushroom. Me thinking that I know everything. They only took it like this. I've only took the actual, like the actual shroom one time, and I'm thinking I know everything. I'm like, girl, it's so lit, da 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 da, running my mouth, bitch, thinking I know everything. So I'm like, yeah, girl, we gotta try it, da 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 da. Like, you have to try it, it's lit. So boom, Zion like, oh, I gotta do, you know, I know a dude, da 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 da, he can get us the shrooms. Why he take us to like the middle of nowhere? First of all, that should have been the first red flag. Second of all, a man come out the building, y'all. Why this man like 80 years old? Like, not even no stunt. This was the oldest man. Like, he was so old and red. He looked like, he just looked weird, and he was old as fuck. But we didn't think nothing of, like, we was like, damn, he old, but I didn't think nothing of it. Which is nothing wrong with him selling shrooms old as fuck. It's just the simple fact of like, I've never seen a man selling shrooms this old. So boom, he was like super duper old. That was the first thing. So then we go home, and these ones, they didn't really look like the ones that I had taken before. They were a little bit more healthier looking. Like, they was fat as hell, y'all. So anyways, we got 8 grams. We got 8 grams, and I'm like, last time when I first took them, I felt like I took like 3.5 grams, which I know that is hella, that's a lot, y'all, that's a lot. But at the first time I took them, that's how much I had, and it gave, you know what I mean? So these didn't look like the ones I had the first time. They looked kind of like a little bit dried up, like they just wasn't giving. They was kind of like dried up, and like, I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, I'm taking all this time to say I gotta get straight to the story. So boom, we get home. We like, oh, we so happy to take the motherfucking shrooms. Y'all, I'm gonna show y'all a video of just how cheesy we was. Like, oh, we gonna get so lit. We was in the house, chilling at my house, like just cooling. So I'm gonna show y'all. We stuffed them in strawberries. Let me show y'all how big the piece was that I took. So I took like a pretty big, like I took all of this by myself. This is what I took by myself. If y'all can see, that's a little one, that's a medium-sized one, and that's one fucking huge one. I took all of that. I stuffed it in 2 big old giant strawberries, and I ate it. So, boom. So, boom. We took them. We chilling or whatever the case may be. The first person that started tripping, and one thing about these particular, when you take these, everybody say it's so easy to have a bad trip. I've never had one before this time, but everybody's like, it's so easy to have a bad trip. Just make sure you're around good people. Make sure you're not really going through nothing in your life, or you're not really stressed out in the head, or too much thinking or deep thinking, because it'll really make you have a bad trip. It's like one of those things that you have to be around a good environment. Not saying that wasn't a good environment, but you have to be, everybody have to be on the same accord, or it'll really make you freak out. So I was super duper happy. Zion was super happy. He hadn't took it as much as us, but he had took a good bit. But I could say that me and Kiana probably took like 3, and he took like 2, because we had got 8 grams. So me and her took 3 big ones, and he had took like 1.5 of one. So anyways, they always say you gotta be like in really, we was in like a really great mood. I hadn't had a really great day, so I really wasn't tripping it. I'm thinking like, you know, everybody excited to do it. Usually Kiana match my energy. We just be cool, and like we always got good vibes, so I didn't think nothing of it. So soon as Kiana take it, about 20 minutes later, y'all, about 20 minutes later, she start going, her stomach start hurting. her stomach started grumbling and stuff like that. And I've heard that, you know, they upset your stomach, because the first person I took them with, they made their stomach hurt really, really bad. But it's like after that stomach ache go away, you like, you there, you lit, you hot. Anyways, so we ended up, her stomach started hurting, and then she just like started getting scared. Like, it was just like, a Nique, I don't think this is a good idea. Like, she just like, it was just like, I was like, girl, don't let the shrooms, don't let the shroom you. You know what I mean? Like, ride the shrooms, don't let them scare you. But I feel like they caught her off guard. And a lot of people was calling her, saying like, we posted them on like our close friends and stuff like that, and a lot of people were swiping up saying like, that's way too much, that's entirely too much, y'all took way too much, no, don't eat that. So I think that's one of the things that scared her. Then her stomach started getting upset, and then she just like, I feel like she just got really, really high, like out of nowhere. I wish she was here to like tell the full story, because I feel like that would have just been top tier hilarious, y'all. But no, it really wasn't hilarious at the time, but I'm telling you, I was telling the story, like, we would have really been able to like, we might. But anyway, so she ended up like getting a really bad, she just felt bad. She was like, Nique, I think we did the wrong thing, I don't think we were supposed to take that much. She just started freaking me out. I'm like, no, you good, girl, you supposed to feel away, you know, you supposed to feel high. You took, like, at least you're not feeling this way and you didn't take nothing. You know what you took. This is just a part of it. Just ride that shit out. Like, don't get scared, just ride the shit out. So eventually, it's like, once she kept saying it, she sat on the couch, y'all. Like, she sat on the couch and she did not move the whole entire night. Like, she sat at the edge of the couch and she was like this, and I seen like tears rolling down her eyes. And so I just like, it wasn't like fun. It wasn't fun anymore, because it's like, you know, when somebody having a bad trip, it's so hard for you. It's impossible for you to enjoy yourself because you worried about your friend. So at the time, I was just like, I was so worried about her, and then I started to deep think stuff, because she was just sitting there like, y'all, she wouldn't move. She could not stand. She could not like move anything. I don't suggest anybody to do this. But she couldn't stand, she couldn't move, she was just stuck right there in her, and she was just like, she was just shaking her head like that, and it just freaked me the fuck out. Because like, she was saying so much stuff. She was like, Nique, I think we did a bad thing, like, we didn't got these shrooms from a man we don't know. Like, what if I just started thinking about all type of crazy shit. And it's like, once you go there, once your mind go there, you cannot get back from, you just gotta ride that shit out. So it's like, once my mind started going exactly where her mind was, it made me freak out. So I went upstairs, y'all, and I was upstairs by myself, and it was like pitch black. When I tell y'all, I felt like I was in a haunted house, like a scary fucking movie. Like, everything, it went from rainbows and gumdrops to everything went to like my biggest nightmare. I was freaking out. So anyways, I came upstairs, like, I'm just kind of like trying to calm down, get myself together. Zion walk in the house, y'all. I go back downstairs. Zion walk in the house, because he had went outside. He was so high, he started calling people, he doing his own thing. Mind you, Kiana's still sitting right here like this. No. Like, crying. Zion walk up inside. It's like everything is kind of like skippy, because like, I remember stuff, but I don't remember like the whole entire night. So Zion walk inside, and we look at Zion, and Zion going like this, ah! And y'all know that little shit on Beetlejuice when your head going spinning around, y'all, that's exactly what Zion looked like. He was on a happy high, but I had been sitting inside with Kiana, and we was like in the dark, and it was just like on some scary shit. But he would have been talking to outside people. You know, once you keep your energy up there, it kind of just, you keep it, when you keep the energy up there, and when it's like, once one person crying on side of you, it's like, bitch, damn, you feel that, then you start crying, then you like, damn, why I'm crying? Or if somebody say something bad, or somebody like plant something in your head while you on this drug, y'all, it can really take you there. So Zion come inside and he like super high, he jumping everywhere, y'all. When I tell you this man looked like a cartoon character, like we was really dead ass hallucinating. Like he started looking like a cartoon character. He started jumping around, flipping, his head was going like it was on some scary shit. So I went upstairs because Zion kept yelling. He just kept yelling, saying loud shit. Kiana was scaring me because she was just sitting there rocking back and forth, tears coming out her eyes. And it's like, it's just like people in skin look funny. Like they skin and they face and they eyes looked so funny and scary at the same time. So I just was like, I need to go upstairs. I need to calm down. So I went upstairs. And when I went upstairs, like I said, the whole, like, it was dark. I hadn't turned no lights on. I tried to turn all the lights on, but everything looked so dim because it was nighttime. And I don't have, like, super bright lights. Y'all, and I feel like I was just in a scary movie. Like, I was even scared to look in the mirror. Like, I can't explain I can show y'all. This is the exact way that everything was looking to me. I had found this video. I seen this video after this night. And when I tell y'all, when I would close my eyes, I would see like graveyard. Like it was just like some dark, evil, scary shit, y'all, that I was seeing. So I went upstairs. So I get scared. So I called my brother. I called my older brother. This is the video. Hold on, let me show y'all the video. I don't want to show y'all the thing. I don't want to hear the music because I don't want to get copyrighted. Y'all, this is exactly what it felt like. This is exactly what it looked like. This is what I was seeing on shrooms. Like, dead ass. That is some scary stuff. So you see the movement of it? That's exactly what I felt like I was doing. Like when I closed my eyes, I would see stuff like that. So I ended up FaceTiming my brother. I'm like, I don't feel good. Like I took some shrooms. I need you to come here right now. Like come to the house right now. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, can you stay on the phone with me? Like I felt like I was outside my body watching myself. It's just a feeling that you really can't explain, y'all. It was like the most scariest shit ever. It's just like in my mind, I'm thinking, damn, we didn't got laced. Somebody didn't put something in our shrooms, or like, I just was thinking the worst. I'm like, this must be some bad shrooms. At the time, I'm thinking that my mind is stuck in this place. Like every time I close my eyes, like I'm hallucinating crazy shit that I feel like I had never seen before in like my real life. I feel like I thought about my whole entire day. So I called him. I'm like, please just stay on the phone with me. Stay on the phone with me. He's like, okay, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. So he got here. It took him like 15 minutes to get here, but we on the phone the whole time. I'm like, Anthony, please. Like at this point, I'm crying. I'm like, please, Harry, please hurry up. Please hurry up. And y'all, downstairs, Zion is like yelling, screaming, running around. I could hear Kiana like rocking fucking back and forth. When I looked downstairs, we all felt like we was like in a crazy house. Like it just was something that you just stay away from that. Stay away from that, because it's something that I never want to feel before. It was just like we was all on the inside of our heads doing different stuff. When my brother said we walked in, it looked like we was all in like a crazy house or something. He said he felt like he walked into a crazy house. We was all doing different things, just tripping the fuck out. So he got there, and he came upstairs, and I was holding his hand. He was like, just because he was trying to get me to go to sleep. He was like, as long as you go to sleep, you just sleep it off. When you wake up, it'll be fine. And it's like every time that I would go to sleep, y'all, we came in my room, I laid down. Like literally, me and my brother are not super affectionate at all. Like we're not really super affectionate. We don't sit there and like hug each other and shit like that. Like I was literally hugging him. Like we was laying down, I was holding his hands. When I first seen him, I was hugging him, and I was close my eyes, and I would just see all type of crazy. I was hallucinating so bad, y'all. Like I would close my eyes, and I felt like I was laying in a grave. I felt like I was getting buried alive. At one point, me and him laying down, and I'm holding his hands, and I look at him, and he looked like a dead ass, swear to God, honest to God, y'all. He got bugs coming out his eyes. His face is like a skeleton. He got bugs coming out his eyes. Like, and it freaked me the fuck out. So it's like every time I closed my eyes, I would like relive I felt like I was reliving my whole life. Like, y'all, I felt like my body was shutting down and I was dying, honest to God. Like, it was the worst feeling in my entire life. And when I opened my eyes, I would just see like the walls moving. Like, the walls felt like they was fucking melting. The walls was moving. I would look at my brother, his skin would look yellow, or I would look at him and like it was literal roaches coming out of his eyes, coming out of his skin. Like, it was just the most, I was just envisioning so much evil, crazy stuff, y'all. Like, it was just so bad. So what ended up happening? So hold on. Hello? I'm recording a video real quick.
Oh,
okay. So, at one point, I was just like, fuck it, I gotta call my mama. Like, I was trying not to call my mama because the first time I told her I took it, she was like, don't be taking that shit. And that's why you gotta listen to your mom. She was like, don't be taking that shit. Da-da-da-da. You need to stay away from that shit. Da-da-da-da. You know, she was just doing what moms do. And of course, I didn't listen, y'all. Y'all need to listen to y'all moms when she say certain stuff. So she's like, don't be taking that shit, da da da. So I waited to the last minute until I felt like I couldn't. It was unbearable. And like, I started thinking stuff like, damn, I'm gonna be stuck like this. When I was high, I was thinking, the only thing I was thinking is like, it's no way I could be normal again. You know what I mean? You know how sometimes it's stories when people take drugs and they go into the crazy house, or somebody get laced or something like that, and it like fuck with their head and they stuck like that forever. Y'all, I honestly thought I would be stuck like that forever. So I'm like, I need to call my mama. So I call my mama and I'm like, calm. I'm like, Mom, please, I don't need you to freak out. Because sometimes when I tell her stuff, you know, she'll react. And if she react, it'll make me react. It'll just be like even more. It'll make me panic even more. So I expressed to her, I was like, Mom, I just need you to stay calm right now, because I thought she was scared, y'all. So I'm like, I just need you to stay really calm right now. I just need you to talk to me, like. And I just kept walking, like pacing in the room, and I just kept saying, Nique, you okay? Just chill, like, you okay? You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. And it's like I kept having to calm myself down, like, you're okay, you're okay. So I call her. I'm on the phone with my mom, and she like, okay, Nique, you gonna be okay, just drink some water, So I went in the faucet. She was like, just go get some water out the faucet. Y'all, my tongue was so damn dry. Like, I was so fucking high. Oh my God. She was like, drink some water, Nique, just drink some water. So I'm talking to her, like, I'm like, Mom, I fucked up this time. Like, I'm over here, honest to God, y'all, I'm over here telling my mom, like, Mom, I effed up this time. Like, it probably make me a little emotional to talk about it, y'all, because I was so serious. I'm like, I effed up this time. Like, you told me to stop doing this. You told me not to take this shit no more. And like I'm done with. I just kept telling her, like, I'm done. This it, Mom. Like, I'm not going back. I can't go back from this no more. Like, I'm done. I was like, because in my mind, I was thinking, like, this is it. Like, Nique, you done fucked up. You think you know everything. You going around taking shit you ain't got no business taking. Like, and God done taught you your lesson. You know what I mean? Like, this is, like, I felt like this is it. Like, I feel in my heart and in my mind, I felt, in my mind, honestly, because my mind was telling me this, like, I felt like I was gonna die. Like, I felt like I was gonna die that night. And when I talked to Kiana, she was like, I felt the same exact way. I felt like I died already, y'all. And to honestly face that and think that, my bad, y'all, my camera ran out of storage, but to think that in your head is such a scary feeling. So I was just expressing to my mom, like, Mama, I'm so sorry. Like, I was apologizing to her. I was telling her that I was scared, and I felt like I was telling her that I was losing my mind. Like, she said that, it's like in my mind, she was trying to calm me down, but I felt like that she was saying stuff like, you gonna be okay, baby. Like, I felt like she was faking it. You know how you be like, my mama would, like, even when I was pregnant, and I was losing blood. I was damn near finna die. Like, I lost so much blood when I went in labor and I had Kaiser. But she stood on side. She was standing on side me, and she would be rubbing my back. She was like, "You okay, baby? It's okay." You know how moms try to, like, you know, calm you down. It's like she can't panic, because if she panicked, then it'll make me panic. So I kind of got that same feeling when I was losing so much blood when I was in labor. I felt like she was doing that to me. Like, I felt like she was like real calm. She was like, "Baby, you okay? You okay? It's okay. It's okay." Like, she just kept telling me, "It's okay. It's okay." And in my mind, I'm thinking like, damn, she know I'm finna die. Like, she know I'm finna die, but she trying to stay calm with me. So next thing you know, she started praying for me, y'all. Oh, when she started praying for me, oh, she was like, "I plead the blood of Jesus." Girl, I'm like, this is it, bitch. God forgive me, but for cussing, y'all, excuse me. I'm like, this is it. I'm done. Like, she like, God, she started praying for me, y'all. Like, I can hear Janae in the background praying for me. Like, they started praying for me, y'all. I'm crying. So I'm like, Jesus, please, Jesus, please help me. Jesus, please, God, please help me. So I start praying. Y'all, it was like so scary. So my mom was like, she started praying for me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely finna die. Like, on some G shit, I was already telling myself I'm finna die. Like, and it's like, y'all, I was sitting on the bed, and from my waist down went numb. And I felt like I just couldn't walk. So I'm like, damn, my organs shutting down. Like something inside of me is shutting down right now. Like, and then my stomach started hurting at the side. So I'm like, yeah, this shit really killing me. Like, God forgive me, but I'm like, yeah, like, I'm done with. I'm telling myself in my head, I done took some bad shrooms, and I'm done with. Like, I will never be the same. So then what happened? So my mama got on the phone with the she asked me, she was like, "Just let me know if you feel like you need to call the paramedics." And I was like, okay. And I waited like 10 minutes, felt like forever, but she said I waited like 5 to 10 minutes, and I was like, "Mom, I think you need to call them," because I was so stuck in my head. Like, y'all, I was like literally reliving my whole entire day. It's like shit that I didn't pay attention to. Like, that day, it's like everything was sticking out to me. It was somewhat of like a third eye, like stuff that I didn't pay attention to. I'm like, damn, I had such a good day today. You know what I mean? It was like, you never really know when it's your time to go. It's like all the stuff I was thinking about. It's like, you never really know when it's your time to go. I had such a good day today. Like, I dropped my son off at school. Like, I got my hair done. I decided to cut my hair last minute, like on some spontaneous shit. I ended up meeting this hairstylist, and she told me this beautiful story, and I had hit her up on Instagram. She said that she was having a bad day, and when I hit her up, you know, it was basically God telling her that everything was gonna be okay. You know what I mean? And we had like such an amazing conversation. She had great energy, like, and it just like, I was reliving my whole entire day, and I'm like, damn, we done went to this creepy ass man. This man was 70 years old. We done got some shrooms for a 70-year-old man. He kind of looked like he was a little some stuff himself. I'm like, Nique, I was just thinking to myself, like, and I was telling myself the whole night, like, how could you be so stupid? How could you be so stupid? How could you be? And that just goes to show you how quick some shit can happen. Even though, thank God that what I took was light. And it was only me just kind of like hallucinating and tripping in my own head. But imagine if I would have took some stuff that, you know, that's some serious stuff. You know what I mean? Some real shit. Imagine, and it was really honestly too late for me. But this is the stuff that I'm thinking. So she ended up calling the paramedics. She got my brother to call the paramedics. And then she was kind of like on speaker on FaceTime, and she was speaking to them. And she was telling them that we need help. We need somebody to come out. She was telling them what happened to me, y'all. I am crazy. So she was telling them what happened to me, or whatever the case may be. She's like, I need y'all to send somebody out there, y'all. They at this point, while my mom is talking to the paramedics on the phone, I can hear my brother in the background praying for me too. Y'all, my family is so precious. That really scared me, because I'm like, my brother is very, very quiet. He not really open at all, so I could hear him in the background praying for me. So I'm crying, like I'm so scared. Like I was just so scared, and I definitely felt the fear in my brother. Like he was scared for me. Like even if my mama was trying to play it cool, my brother was super scared for me. And the fact that he was praying for me, it kind of made me even more scared, because I'm like, this is really serious. Because you know, my brother, he over here, I can hear him in the background. He like, Jesus. Like, I can just hear him just pouring out, praying. So I start crying, I start praying, or whatever the case may be. So the people get here, and they was so rude, like, disgusting, like, so rude. They was asking me questions, and I was in such a daze. Like, y'all, they literally had to fucking carry me outside because I felt like my legs couldn't work, y'all. And they was asking me questions. I couldn't really answer anything. I was so like in a daze. Like, I was so just tripping, y'all. I was just tripping. I'm gonna speed this story up because it's kind of long. I was just tripping. Fast forward, I get in the paramedic. I get in the damn ambulance, and I'm sitting there. He putting the thing on my arm, y'all. Like, I couldn't feel my legs. Like, I cannot feel my legs. He asking me questions. I start boo-hoo crying, y'all. I start boo-hoo crying. Oh, my goodness. I start boo-hoo crying. I'm like, Anthony, listen to me. At this point, Anthony, my brother, is in the car with me, and I'm holding his hand. I'm in the paramedic stand with me. I'm holding his hand, and I start crying. And I'm like, Anthony, I'm not gonna live through this stuff, like through this shit. And I can hear the little paramedics man say, you're definitely gonna live. Your blood pressure is just a little high, but you're definitely gonna live. Like, I can hear him saying it, but I was tuning his ass out. I'm like, Anthony, listen to me. Like, I'm making eye contact with my brother, and I'm like, he was like, I'm not gonna make it, bro. I'm not gonna make it. Like, I didn't let down my son. Like, I'm finna leave my son. I'm too young for this shit. Like, making my death speech on my deathbed. Like, I'm finna leave my son. Like, how could I do this? How could I be so stupid? I'm so young. I don't want, like, I was just going, I'm like, Anthony, just listen to me. So I basically started running down my whole, he said I remember this vividly, because I'm like, put this shit on paper, memorize this shit, tell everybody I love them, tell my mama this, tell this person this, tell that person this, tell this person this. So I start running down my whole motherfucking everything, like my last words. I'm like, and he was like, Nique, you not finna die, you not gonna die, you not gonna die. So my brother start crying. Bitch, I remember the last time I see my brother crying, y'all. So I'm like, oh yeah, this shit serious. I'm really finna die. Like, I'm in the ambulance, y'all. They going so fast. We going like this. Like, and I'm sitting up here. It's funny now, but y'all, I was so scared. Like, imagine you high as the fuck in the ambulance. You can't feel your legs. Like, the people hooking shit up to your body. Like, I'm holding my brother's hand. I'm looking him in his eyes. He crying. So I'm like, damn, my brother crying. Like, I'm really finna die today. Like, I ain't seen my brother crying so long. But when I talked to him, he was just like, it was just a very intense, scary moment. Like, it was just very intense and like, just, it was just emotional. Cause I was crying. I'm telling him, like, I let my family down. I was just telling him all type of personal stuff, and like basically just giving him the, like, just going into depth with just, like, you know, my whole entire life. So anyways, he start crying. We get to the hospital, y'all. They did scans and shit on my heart and all this. I done stayed in the hospital for like 2 hours. Then they just sent my ass home, and there was nothing that we could do. So I sat there. They doing stuff to me. Next thing you know, they done reeled my ass. I'm still got my eyes closed, laid up in the bed, y'all. They done reeled me to the waiting room and said, okay, get up and get out. By this time, y'all, I took the shrooms at 8 o'clock. When we left the hospital, y'all, it was like 2:45 a.m. in the morning, y'all. This high lasted so motherfucking long, and it felt like forever. It felt like a full day. Anyways, y'all, because I keep running out of storage on my camera. I keep having to delete stuff. Long story short, I ended up sitting in the hospital. They checked my heart, did some scans and shit like that. Nothing was wrong with me. And then they pushed my ass into the waiting room, told me to get up and get out the bed, and I can magically walk again. At that point, I hadn't kind of like, you know, came down from what I was before, because at first I was like at an all-time peak. But I ended up just like basically having to wait it through, and then the lady was basically saying that, you know, she on shrooms. She took shrooms. It's nothing. She'll be fine. She just high as hell right now. Like, they was laughing at me and shit up in the hospital. And then yeah, so we didn't end up getting out of the hospital till like 2:45 in the morning. I ended up going home and staying up all night. It's like when I got home, I was in more of like a mellow high. So I just was talking on the phone with my mama and Janae the whole night, and I was just kind of like just mellowing out. Anyways, I said all of that to say it was a very, very bad trip. Like, I honestly felt like I was gonna die that night, but I felt like it was kind of meant to happen to me, y'all, because sometimes you won't be grateful for a lot of shit. Like, I felt like, you know, I always feel like I can do more and I can be there more for my family, spend more time with my family. That kind of gave me like an eye opener. Like, life could be gone in a second, you know what I mean? And the only people that really matter for real is your family. The only person that really mattered to me the most is my son. Like, at the end of the day, I can go out here doing crazy shit. I can go out here making impulse decisions. I can be being irresponsible with a lot of stuff. But my son is the person that I'm leaving. You know what I mean? Like, he is who I'm leaving at the end of the day. Like, I make decisions for my son. He's who I leave all this shit behind too. You know what I mean? And it just kind of opened my eyes to spend more time with him, pay more attention to the stuff that he liked to do quality stuff with him, talk to my mom more. Even though I got a great relationship with my mom and my son, but it was just like talk to my family more, spend more time with my family. You know, everything is about materialistic stuff, because when you leave, none of this shit really gonna matter. You know what I mean? So it kind of opened my eyes on a lot of things. It kind of made me appreciate the people that I meet on a daily basis, and make me appreciate my life. And you know, just everything in general. Like, it was just an experience that, I don't know, I feel like you just had to be there. But it was kind of like an eye-opener on a lot of situations. But anyways, that was my story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't be judging me, bitch, because I know y'all been did some crazy stuff in y'all lifetime. But if y'all did, definitely let me know in the comments below. If I think of anything else that I want to add to this story, I'll probably make a part 2. But I feel like I pretty much got everything in it. After that, I felt fine. I slept like a baby. Like, I was knocked the fuck out afterward. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.